Hello everyone and welcome to another classic guitar video. Tonight's guitar is kind of a special guitar to me. I've had it for a very great many years. It is a 1978 Cortez Strat in a kind of a neat BC Rich-ish type finish with a two-stage finish on it. I'll show you here in a minute. But it's a really neat piece. I've worked on it before. I'm just kind of do a light refresh on it. I had it zipped up in a gig bag, and the gig bag accidentally got left halfway open, and over time some dust has gotten into it and whatnot, so it's a little dusty. So I'm just going to clean it up a little bit and tune it up and do a quick checkup on it, and that's it. So let's get started on this. And again, it is a 1978 Cortez Strat. Pretty neat. Here's the two-tone finish. You can see how it's pretty dusty here. It has this two-stage finish. Now this is not, I repeat, not different strips and sections of wood glued together. It's actually a finishing process where it's one piece of wood and then they tape it off and finish it and then take the tape off. So it's a pretty cool guitar. It's made in Japan, again 1978. It is 100% original, and I'm just going to do a quickie refresh on it. The guitar is 100% complete minus, well, 99% complete minus the tremolo arm. I am actually missing the tremolo arm on it. I have one here. I'm going to test and see if it fits. And what do you know, it does. So that's pretty cool. I have to look down the hole to see if there's threads down there, or if it's a threaded one, or because I don't remember. So I have to see if it's a threaded one, or this flashlight's not very bright anymore. Put some new batteries in it. It's okay. I just put some batteries in this bright sucker. Dig on that. That's a bright SOB. Yeah, there's threads down there. So I need a tremolo arm with a shaft this diameter and threaded on the end of it. So that way it can go like this and thread in, and then you can use it. Right size, but this is not threaded. This is called a pop-in. And so I just got that on the off chance that would fit. It doesn't. So I will have to go in my part stock and see if I can readily get a tremolo arm for it. So, at any rate, we'll go ahead and plug it in and give it a quick test play. Make sure everything is copacetic, agreeable. Make sure nothing's changed. Now the jack is a little bit loose. I like my jacks fairly tight, so they have a nice good grip on them. But that's alright. Whoops, I didn't want to do that. Okay, whatever, never mind. No. It's way out of tune. And it has the coil split switch and all that good stuff. It's a little staticky. Sometimes all it takes is just moving it back and forth fast like that, and that'll kind of see. Now it's good. Make sure all the switches. Yep, all the switches still work. Okay, so let's get it into a quick general tune. And go from there. Yeah, I think I need to put new batteries in it. Okay. Okay, now we'll pick it up. Now that we got it into kind of a general tune. Okay, no problems, issues, or glitches. Problems, issues, or glitches. And this has a semi-satin, semi-gloss finish on it, so you can't really polish that, otherwise you'll start to polish a high gloss on it, and you don't want that. So I'm just going to clean it off with a microfiber cloth. And whatnot. So yeah, this guitar is pretty good condition. It's got a couple of chips out of it, like right here, and right here, right here, right here. But other than that, it's perfect. Yeah, other than that, it's perfect. No pun intended. Yeah, so. And we'll put it back in the soft shell gig bag case when I'm done with it. And this guitar is pretty much a keeper. I've had it so many years. I had this guitar when I was a teenager, basically. So I don't really want to sell it. I mean, I suppose if somebody offered me $1,000 for it, I would take it. But that's not going to happen, so. But other than that, it's a slick piece. I like it. All original. You know, all original. Like I said, it's just missing the tremolo arm. And I have a special box that has nothing but vintage tremolo arms in it. So I will get into that stock tomorrow and dig that out. And stick one on here and then call the guitar complete again. It didn't even have a tremolo when I bought the guitar, so it's not like I'm the one who lost it. It just kind of happened to work that way. I wish it had the original tremolo on it. It sucks to not have it, but other than that, the guitar is all original tuners on it. Yeah, just a cool piece, you know. So it wasn't a high-end guitar when it came out, so it's not like it's a $1,000 guitar anyway. I was just using that as an example, as you know,
if somebody wanted to give me $1,000 for it, I would sell it. But since it's more or less a childhood guitar, a guitar from my childhood, I want to keep it, you know. So that being said, pretty darn nifty. I love that it has these coil splitters, and what these switches do is when you select the pickup and you have it selected on, it will have both sides of the humbucker selected. If you turn it off, it will only have the bottom portion of the humbucker turned on. Same way when you select the front selector, it'll do the same thing with the other switch. There's one switch for each humbucker. So it's pretty cool that way. What did I say I was going to do on this? What did I say I was going to do? Oh, I was going to take the... I was going to take the... Take the jack off. That's what I was going to do. I was going to take the jack off and kind of push the tang tab in a little bit so the jack is a little bit tighter. And I cleaned and organized and dusted in here the past 3 days. So if it looks a little bit different in here, that's why. So here we are. Bust out any dust bunnies that might be in there. And yeah, you just have this tab here, and you check, make sure there's no corrosion on it. And what I can do is I can take my little Scotch-Brite and I can just kind of clean up the contact point a little bit, just for fun. And then I can take this tang or tab and just kind of push it closed a little bit more by a few millimeters. You don't want to break it because this is the original one, and I don't want to break it. That would not be copacetic at all. And then you just put it back. And then when I test play it again at the end of this video, then the jack should be a little tighter. It really bothers me that the tremolo arm is missing. I know I have a bunch of original 1970s tremolo arms, and I have them categorized by year even, so I can find a 1978 tremolo arm for it. It might be one like off of a Fender or a Cort or another Cortez or a Fernandez or something like that. So it'll be very close to what was on there originally. So I'm not too drastically worried about that. It'll be pretty darn cool. So I'll probably repolish the pick guard here. So yeah, it's a pretty cool guitar. Like I said, this guitar was not high-end and not expensive when it was new. want to say new it was like $200 or something, I think, or like $198, something like that, you know. The frets and fretboard are in really good shape. There's no neck cracks, there's no body cracks, other than these chips that are out of the finish. It's really sad that there's chips out of the finish, but it is what it is on that aspect. But all in all, it's in pretty darn good shape, considering this guitar is almost as old as I am. And that's saying something. Yeah, she's almost as old as I am. If that gives you any indication. This time I'll make sure to have the gig bag zipped up. You know, the gig bag case that it's in is not original. It's just, you know, just a gig bag. It's nothing special. It's just, you know, a nylon gig bag. So yeah, nothing special on that aspect of it. So get our rag here. Oh yeah, that's much better. Give it a little freshen up, you know. Yeah, you know. Just give it a nice little freshen up, and that's all my goal is on this. Nice little freshen up. I've been organizing my winter project guitars. I've got a lot of winter project guitars, oh my god. And probably 75% of them are BC Rich Custom Shop. I have them sitting beside me right here, a whole pile of bodies. And I got necks over there. So it's going to be an interesting winter, this winter. As to my winter projects, so it's gonna be fun and interesting. I'll tell you that right now. So yeah, you don't really want to put any polish on the body, otherwise you'll start to detour away from the factory semi-gloss finish, and I don't want to do that. I want to preserve it as much as possible, as much as humanly possible. So this guitar is not going to take long to finish. And then I've been getting parts out for project guitars that I didn't finish last year, if you guys remember, that I couldn't find parts for. And this is one of the Floyd Rose, you know, saddles that broke on the Jackson Telecaster that I was working on, and I was almost done, and I was tightening down the little bolt here to tighten it because I was intonating it, and it cracked the saddle. So I have a new one that's in all parts, and it's a virtual exact match for this one. So I will be able to finish that guitar during next week. I found a Telecaster pickup to finish that Alvarez Classic 2 Telecaster that I bought the pickguard for a few months back. So that project I can finish. And then I have the pickups for that special Epiphone Les Paul SG3 pickup that I'm going to do. A special stream for a special friend of mine that I've been promising for several months. So yeah, I've been gathering up all the parts I need for these projects, so it's pretty good. I'm pretty excited, pretty happy. So yeah, it's gonna be a good winter to finish these projects. It'll be pretty good.
Commander, you are running out of options. You have 1 minute to turn over Dr. Bashir and Chief O'Brien.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and polish the back plate and the neck plate. These guitars, unfortunately, did not have serial numbers on them. But I do know for a fact it is a 1978, because that's when they made these particular models. So there is that. So this is a pretty cool guitar. I like it. There's very little belt buckle rash on the back of it. There's a little bit of scratching right here, but it is very, very minute. Very, very minute. So we'll get this back in the case tomorrow. I'll probably take, I don't know, I got a lot of pictures of this guitar. I technically don't have to take pictures of it, but I don't know. If I get a wild hair tomorrow, I might take some new pictures of it. Just to say I did. That's if it's not raining tomorrow. It started raining this evening. So if it continues to rain tomorrow, then I'll forego the pictures on it. So, yeah. We're gonna have to retune it anyway, so I'm not too worried about keeping the tune on it that I just did a few minutes ago. Because I'm messing with the tuners. Well, not messing with them, I'm polishing them, but you know what I mean. Now, some people might say, don't polish it, you're taking the patina off. Now, I might agree with that if this were a 1978 Fender American Strat. Then I would be like, yeah, okay, I'm not gonna mess with the patina on it and polish all the patina off of it. But like I mentioned, this is not a high-end expensive guitar to begin with. Realistically, this is probably about a $500 guitar if I were to sell this tomorrow. Since it has sentimental value, I'll never sell it for that. if somebody came pounding on my door tomorrow and said, I've got $500 cash, I wouldn't sell it. Just for that reason. Because it has more value to me than that. So, there is that aspect of it too. 11 o'clock already. I did get a late start on streaming tonight. I didn't actually intend to stream tonight. I was kind of tired, and I did a lot of work the past 3 days on this room. Reorganizing and dusting and vacuuming and cleaning and stuff like that. And I didn't intend on streaming, but I got kind of a second wind, and I figured, what the heck, I'll go ahead and stream. Since this guitar wasn't going to take long to finish or do anyway, yeah, I'm actually going to be done with this here in probably about 10 minutes or less here. Yeah, the wood on this is quite pretty. It's pretty nice. It's quite lovely. This guitar is quite lovely. Tighten this button up a little bit. The strap button. A little bit more. There we go. Good here. There we have it. It's pretty well done. Of course, I'm going to have to retune it because I moved the tuners in order to polish them. So.
Those are brothers of the Nikisti order. They've devoted their lives to serving the spirits. Here's something you might find interesting.
So, pretty cool.
What do you think this means?
Hard to tell.
Alright, there we have it. She's pretty well done. For cleaning it, that is. I'll put another quick tune on it. And then we'll call this guitar done. And this video done, probably. I've got other guitars I could do a second video, but it's already 11 p.m., so I probably won't. Just because I am tired, so.
I just want to take a quick look.
Put the knobs back here. And we're back to the way it was a few months ago. I think the last time I laid hands on this guitar was about last Halloween. And I don't know, I guess I put it in the gig bag and I didn't close it all the way, which is uncharacteristic of me. And thus it got dusty. But now it's not dusty anymore. Now it's all good. There you have it. The 1978 Cortez Strat with the two-tone finish, all one piece. I think it's ash. I'm pretty sure the body's ash. Two factory humbuckers, Again, the only thing that is missing off of this guitar is the tremolo arm, which I'm going to find one in my vintage stock of parts tomorrow. And yeah, this is it. This is a nice piece. I'm gonna get a fresh drink and then I'll be right back.
This Saturday, we think you should stay at home. You're serious, aren't you?
I'm back. I just noticed when doing my dusting, I forgot to do a couple things in here.
After that, enter the mind of a man who can become anyone he wants with 2 hours of the pre-
I started to say, what did I start to say before I left? Oh, I know. The only thing I would have made different about this guitar, if I was a Cort engineer, if you will, I would have put better tuners on it. Yeah, I would have put better tuners on them. You touch them, and they can come out of tune very quickly. I would have put a little better quality tuners on them. That's the only thing I would have done differently.
Then we'll bring scanning equipment down and investigate for ourselves. Well, it's out of the question. It would show disrespect to the spirits.
One of our crew has been critically injured. We aren't going to stand by and do nothing.
There's nothing you can do. She's been punished by the spirits. She's going to die.
If you prevent us from helping Cass, we will hold you directly responsible for anything that happens to her.
I will make a full report to our captain. I'm sure you'll be hearing from her. I'll be happy to talk to her and to do whatever I can to help.
Okay. I tightened down the headstock string retainers just to make them a little more stout. Other than that, this is done. Is there anything else I want to do to this? Gosh, I don't know. Let's check the pickup height. Yeah, you know what? I haven't touched the pickup height on this in a lot of years. I think I'll adjust them up a little bit higher. Just because you guys know I like my pickup height pretty aggressive and high. So we'll go ahead and do that right now.
Please understand, Captain, I'm caught in a most difficult situation. I'm an official of the government, not a spiritual leader. I don't pretend to understand why the spirits do what they do.
Then perhaps I could talk with the brothers.
I've asked the Nikisti Council to give you an audience, but I'm afraid they consider the matter closed.
Okay, and up a little bit more.
There is no law.
Bridge pickup.
Cass is still alive. Surely there's some way to treat her. Can't you insist that the monks meet with me?
And make sure it's...
The council, they don't involve themselves with government, and we don't interfere in their spiritual matters. It's been that way for centuries, and it's always
Okay.
worked well for us.
Well, that's pretty darn good. I mean, can't get much better than that. Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll plug her in. Let's test that jack since I tightened it up. And do that. And we'll go ahead and retune this sucker up. Let's check that jack. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. That's much better. Much better.
Only the brothers who've gone through the ritual know what happens there. And let's
Okay. Well, there you have it in all its glory.
Daddy, I want you to meet my boyfriend Sean.
Perfectly in tune, perfectly intonated, etc. Now with these type of tuners, you gotta be real careful putting it in your case, because if you knock the tuners or the headstock around inside the case, that'll knock it out of tune. So I'm very extra ginger when I put them back in the case, and in this case the gig bag, so that way it doesn't knock it out of tune. So yeah, here it is. This is the 1978 Cortez Strat in two-tone with humbuckers, volume, two tones, two coil splitters, and a three-way switch. Can't get much better than that. Pretty cool piece. I really, 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 really like it.
Good. You look like you could still be playing. That's what I said.
Something happened to the TV there for a second. I don't know what it's doing, but it's probably the rain. It's raining fairly hard outside right now, so it's like interesting. Okay.
Sure even works for clothes you want.
Yes, but that was only a dream.
I still have to finish dusting in here. Unfortunately, do that tomorrow. I don't know why the channel 13 is not cooperating for some reason right now. I don't know why. Interesting. It was working fine just a minute ago, wasn't it? We were watching my Star Trek like I usually do. Interesting. None of my channels are working right now. Well, none of them. A lot of them aren't working. Huh. Interesting. I don't get that. Well, maybe it's something with the station. It'll come on back on in a minute. Anyway, other than that, here's the guitar. I think I'll probably end this video pretty quick. I don't know why my TV is not working. Channels are not. Okay, there's channel 5, 5.3, 5.4. Huh. Interesting. 7. I think it's the rain. I don't have cable. I just have regular TV. Anything cable related, I can pull off the internet. And they're showing a St. Patrick's Day thing. Okay. Okay, we'll try 13 again. Interesting. Huh. It's the first time that's happened in a long time. Wow. Okay. Now if this happens on my other TV when I go in the other room, then I know it's not me or this TV antenna. Yeah. Carol Burnett.
It's a little miracle.
The Crimson Cult.
I can sit at my computer for 8 hours a day.
The Evil That Men Do.
Doctors and patients who have experienced failure of their DePuy-Attune knee implant.
I don't know what was channel 13. The one channel I want to watch and it's not working. That is really strange. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Anyway, it stopped working mid-channel. Mid-commercial, rather. Yeah, not a big deal. Whatever. I got my parts lined up for my other guitar projects during the week next week. I'm probably going to finish that Jackson Telecaster. I've been itching to finish that thing for a better part of a year. All because of one little part. So I'll probably do that. I'll probably make that maybe tomorrow's project. We'll see. So yeah, here it is. It's a pretty cool guitar. I like it. It's a little heavy because it's solid. It's not chambered or anything. So it probably weighs a good 7.5 pounds. It's fairly heavy. It's a little bit thicker than a Fender Strat, so there is that aspect of it. Still says no signal. That's really interesting. That's really interesting. Maybe if I go over there and kind of finger around with the antenna wire or something, you know, get it going again. check the other TV in the other room, and I am getting the channel I want. It's just for some reason it's not happening there. I don't know why. Very strange. It's like the one channel I want. It's not coming on. Hey.
$5 a line.
I can get 2.
No doubt.
I can get 4.
November 30th. Visit.
4, 2. I can get 5.
More than happy. What, kid?
I can get 7.
Dick Van Dyke.
9.
Now, the hour of power continues. Jumbo
11. And one channel I want to watch, it won't come on. One channel I want to watch won't come on, rather. That is quite strange. Okay, well, I'm gonna fix it because I want to be in here. Ouch. So I gotta fix this sucker. That is really strange. That's weird. Wow. Okay, well, if I want to get over there, I'm going to have to move some things. Because I want to watch my TV. You know? I want to watch my TV. It's not happening up in here. I don't know why. Shit. Okay. Get this Fernandez, Alvarez rather, out for next week. See if I can get enough guitars out from over there. So I can see what the heck is going on with the TV. I need to move a couple of guitars, so it's not that big of a deal. Not a big deal at all. Okay, I think I got it. I can shimmy over there now. Yeah. It's a tight fit, but I can make it. Okay.
Eat and happy. So why isn't
There
there
we go.
for you? Now is. Fitness intelligence found only on the new
Having
Max Trainer.
no big deal. It's just
Capabilities. Can you give me one more and help you reach your goal?
weird.
We can start in only 4 minutes. Don't worry, we'll take it slow.
Yeah, give me a chance to dust over here. I wanted to dust over here anyway, so.
I'm the coach that can make you, and you, beginner to athlete, and adapt with personalized workouts as unique as your fingerprint, and find the right fit for you. I am Max, only on the new Bowflex Max Trainer. Personalized fitness is here at ordermaxtrainer.com. Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals are happening now.
Gives me a chance to dust over here, so. It's all good.
With no aerosols and no heavy perfumes. So you can spray and stay. Febreze 1.
Gives me a chance to dust and clean.
It takes a hell of a team to win it. Black Sheep Squadron.
A chance to look at this Bastler
Central on H&I.
and other guitars I've been wanting to work on. Anyway, I've been meaning to get over here and kind of mingle around. So
I'm just trying to understand how this works.
it's all good.
The mother I saw was sanctuary were young. They couldn't have waited such a long time to go through their rituals. Now, she's right about that, you know.
She's a smart one. She thinks she is at any rate.
This is a test of some kind, isn't it? To prove my determination. A test? She thinks we're a test. What is she talking about?
She must like tests. I suppose tests make sense to her.
Has anyone ever tried to open this door?
How many
Oh yeah, I forgot about this project.
we are waiting?
I got this LTD
Why don't you just sit down?
sitting over here I can finish.
You're much too tense.
Gosh, darn it.
Wait with us.
I don't want to
Okay.
wait. I have a friend who's depending on me.
I'm gonna set this over here so I can grab it on the way out.
Always this impatient. She's just determined. She wants to get on with it.
Seems to me she could be friendly and sit for a few minutes.
Oh no, she knows what she wants to do. She's not the kind to sit around when she has a mission to accomplish. I told you. I told you it was locked.
Oh yeah, it's a purple Stratocaster. Starcaster. Yeah, I knew that was over here. It's all good.
I mean no disrespect.
It's all good.
Unless there's something I'm supposed to accomplish here.
None of the Bastler is over here.
By all means.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm not worried about this stuff.
I'm not sure how to begin.
Yeah,
Do you want me to give you orders, Captain? I'll do whatever you
it's
ask.
all good over here.
So you think that this is just a matter of doing what you're told? No. I'm sure there's spiritual significance behind the challenges involved. Challenges? That's what you expect. I don't have any idea what to expect. I've studied a number of ritualistic societies, and many of the rites have commonalities. This one may be completely different. I'm willing to do what is necessary. I don't doubt that. But you realize that all of this
Epiphone.
is meaningless.
Okay,
But the
yeah.
only thing that matters is finding your connection to the spirits. I'm going to make every effort to do that. But I didn't come here for personal enlightenment. I'm trying to save a member of my crew. That's a worthy cause. I hope the spirits listen to you.
Bastler.
Then let's
The
begin.
Bastler sitting over here too.
The first challenge. Stand like this. Hold that.
Okay, I'll tuck it back a little further.
Now, what do you see in your hands?
And yeah, we're doing good.
I see. A stone.
Okay. Alright, I'm glad I came over here because I got another project guitar here I completely forgot about. I mean, I knew I had it, but I forgot about it. I'll show you guys here in a second.
Not at all. Probably
It's kind of a neat piece.
what you'd expect in an endurance.
It's a ESP LTD I picked up.
Suggested treatment for Kess.
Um,
It's too early to tell.
no, I take it back.
Downloading every iota of
The neck is an ESP LTD. The body is a Fender Special
even the smallest
made in Mexico, so it's kind of semi-rare. So I should be able to get moderately fair good money for it.
What do you see now? I still see.
Okay, well we fixed the tuning problem with the antenna on TV here, so I can watch TV now. So that's cool. TV. Now my foot's stuck though. Okay. I'll move this guitar over. I'll put this one back. And we'll put this one back. And we'll put this one back, which is the BC Rich ASM1 in pearl and metallic black I did a while back, if you guys remember that one. That was a cool piece. And I got an extra cover here to cover the guitar with. Here tomorrow or so. I don't know. We'll see. Just set that over there. And I'll show you this guitar, this other project guitar I had sitting over there. Yeah. Pretty cool. It's got kind of a Telecaster style piece, and the neck is a ESP LTD TE202. So it's a cool piece. I need to find a pick guard for it. It has a Telecaster style bridge and a standard humbucker, and then a slanted single coil pickup. So I need to come up with 2 pickups, a selector switch here, 2 knobs, and then I can finish this guitar. Oh, and 2 strap buttons. So yeah, and the finish is semi-translucent antique yellow. So this is a cool piece. I can probably get $200 for this guitar. No, I take it back. I could, depending on what pickups I can put in this, I could get $300 for this guitar.
Oh, thank you. Your microprobe should be transmitting all kinds of interesting information back to the ship.
So yeah, we'll put that one on the roster for next week to do.
What's that? It's a Nesset.
And yeah. Whew, okay, I'm tired of doing that. I am tired from doing that. I'm tired from today. I did a lot today. The past 3 days, 4 days. Okay. Put on my parts for my projects, so that's really good. I'm going to have a very busy winter. Clear up, actually probably clear up until March, until St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to have projects to do, so I'm very happy about that. I still need to finish dusting in here tomorrow. And I have this Blackheart Little Giant mini stack over here I'm considering selling. I have a lot of mini stack amps right now. Some people might say too many. In fact, in front of me I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mini stacks of varying manufacturers: Egnator, Marshall, Epiphone, Blackheart. So I should probably sell a few of those that I've been kind of holding on to, just because now the holidays are coming up. People are sending me inquiries a lot more. This morning, in fact, I woke up to about 14 or 15 inquiries about guitars and pianos. So I'm just waiting for replies back and to set up meetings for them to come and look at their piece they want. So that's pretty cool.
Products online. If you're in the market, your nest egg's been on a wild ride lately. Personal Capital can help with a free investment checkup. You'll get all these free retirement and investing tools.
Oops, sorry. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have a really good winter for sales. I'm definitely not gonna get rich. By any stretch of the imagination am I gonna get rich off my sales this winter. Unless I get really lucky and sell 3, 4, 5 pianos. But we'll see. We'll see how the winter. See how what the winter has in store for us. We'll just have to see. Hopefully, it's good for us.
Don't let a third wheel cramp your style because you let your insurance lapse. I'm sorry. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't need to polish on that. So yeah, I did a lot of rearranging and organizing in here past 3-4 days. A lot. I still have about 4 more amplifiers I want to pull out, re-clean. I always clean my stuff and dust my stuff, but you know, something sits and it gets dusty again. I cover up everything, but still dust can accumulate under it. So I got some amplifiers I need to pull out and clean and take pictures of and list for sale and hopefully sell them. And we'll go from there. Yeah.
If she wanted to transport, she could signal us. Are you getting enough meaningful information to justify her continuing this ordeal?
I am getting some remarkable data. Our entire biochemistry is undergoing a series of unique interactions.
So, yeah. That being said, we're gonna do pretty good, I think, with projects. I need a cookie, so I'm gonna get a cookie. I got some cookies under here. A cookie. More. These I got the other day from a store called Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is awesome. I love Trader Joe's. I try and go there at least once every week and a half, 2 weeks. But I love Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is just phenomenal. I love them. I bought these. Let's see, get straight in the camera here.
That would be helpful. It's irrelevant.
If you can't read it, those are called Trader Joe's Candy Cane JoJo's. And they're kind of like Oreos. It's their own brand of Oreos, if you will. And the frosting is vanilla, or cream, actually, with little tiny bits of broken up candy cane in it. So those are pretty cool. Again, from Trader Joe's. So I don't think I'll have any now, but it's kind of late for me to eat. But I will have some on the morrow.
I ask that Kess be restored to heaven. The request is inconsequential. You have what you need to save her yourself.
Oops. Okay, I will be right back.
Welcome back.
Does I need to get something?
I'll
And I will be right back.
Oh, I'd like to know. 39 hours. You must take care of yourself.
We'll be right back forthwith.
Didn't quite prepare me for this. Has it been worthwhile? I think so. I was told that I had what I needed to save Cass. Then it must be true. The spirits would not deceive you. Whenever you're ready. Thank you.
You could use a good night's sleep and a solid meal, but otherwise, you're in good shape.
When can you begin treating Cass?
Right away. The ritual may have been arduous for you, Captain, but it was certainly worthwhile, as I suspected the toxin was the key. That's what produces the natural immunity the Nakai monks acquire before they enter the biogenic field. How does that translate into a cure for Cass? I've created a physiometric program to analyze the immune mechanism and develop a treatment regimen.
Then let's get started.
Captain, if you'll excuse me, I'm probably more useful on the bridge right now. I'll carry out the treatment in stages to reduce the physical stress from the metabolic changes. Looks like there's something wrong. I don't believe so. Our electrolyte balance is deviating. But that's not entirely unexpected. It isn't. What does that mean? What? Mr. Helix, if you keep on pestering me with questions, I won't be able to concentrate on what I'm doing. Something is wrong.
Okay. Did you guys miss me? Did ya?
Electricity should counteract the disruptions.
It took a little longer. I had to wash my hands because I got all dusty from going over to the corner there. So for those of you who just joined, again, this is a 1978 Cortez Strat. It's 100% original, 99% complete, minus the tremolo arm. It's almost mint condition, minus a few chips missing from the finish. Which is a real shame. And it's got one screw missing on the back plate. I'm trying to find a correct size black screw with the same patina as the other screws and same age. If I can get a 77, 78, 79, 80, 81 screw. And yes, I do like to match. I don't like to put a brand new screw that I just bought at Home Depot in here because it won't match. It won't look right. So I do have a very huge stock of vintage screws, nuts, bolts, screws, and washers. And I will match that up and put that in. I'm just going to polish on this back plate a little bit more. Excuse me. I really kind of wish this guitar was serialized. For some reason, they did not serialize these guitars. By that, I mean a serial number. And then keep a log of serial numbers. But I do know for a fact that this is, in fact, a 1978 because that's when they made these particular models. So I do know it's 1978. Excuse me. So there is that.
Look, isn't that Frank Thomas?
Just going to polish on the back of these tuners again. And like I mentioned before, sometimes I get a lot of flack from people saying, you shouldn't polish it, you shouldn't polish it, you're going to take the patina off. I would agree with them wholeheartedly if this were, say, a 1978 Fender American Strat. Then I would wholeheartedly agree. But it isn't. You know, it's a medium end guitar that if I were realistically to sell this, I would get $500 for. It is what it is, and that's what it is. I wish it were a $1,000 guitar, but it isn't, so what can you do? What can you do? Not much. Yeah, so tighten that up just a little more. Strap button. And I polished on the tuners a little bit more, the back of them. They are Fender style tuners, it's just, I don't know, I think they could have put a little bit better quality ones on there. Just for the sake of doing it. But that's okay. I mean, I know how to keep a guitar in tune, so it's not that big of a deal to me. Oops. I got some polish on my finger, and since I don't like to waste polish, I'm going to put it on here and polish on some of the strum marks. It does have a little bit of strum marks over the years from strumming, some strum scratches. So, other than that, it's pretty well good condition. I mean, I've showed this guitar to people before, and they go, "Really? That's from 1978?" I'm like, yeah. I mean, it's, you know. You know, 40 years old. It doesn't look bad for a 40-year-old. As a friend of mine says, as a lady friend on YouTube of mine says, not a girlfriend, a lady friend, a friend who's a lady, a friend who's a woman. For 40 years old, it looks pretty darn good. Oh, yeah. She is a pretty cool guitar. I like it. Now we'll go ahead and put this back in the gig bag case tomorrow. And weather permitting tomorrow, I will take new pictures of this tomorrow. I've got a lot of pictures of this anyway, but it won't hurt to take new ones every time I, you know, do work on the guitar. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Polish the top of these buttons. You can do that. You can't polish the sides because they're knurled. They're gnarled or knurled. So you really can't polish that. But you can polish the tops of the, contrary to popular belief, yes, you can polish plastic. You can wax plastic. You can polish plastic. So that is possible to do. Contrary to some belief. Oh, man. My back is starting to hurt pretty good. this tuner that I broke out. I don't really use tuners, but
Well, there isn't one. Your orbital scans and medical research have given you the facts. And they tell you that biogenic yield is lethal.
If you believe the facts,
Let all of that go, Captain. Take Kess back into the
it's even got a little thing on it. If you don't want to use the gauge on it, you just use the pitch, and it'll tell you what to do. But I pretty well tune by ear. I do at the side of me have a Peterson Auto Strobe 590 tuner. If I really want to get hardcore tune, and it's got an external microphone, an omnidirectional microphone, or you can run a cable through it and tune guitars, basses, drums. You can tune pianos, harpsichords, ukuleles, banjos. It's a very good tuner. Used, I paid I think $500 for this tuner. New, I think they're about $1,400–1,500. So if you can find a good used one on Craigslist for $300, $400, $500, $600, you're doing pretty good. I actually happen to have 3 of these tuners that I bought over the years. All Peterson Auto Strobe 590 Pros. They're very good high-end commercial professional tuners. Not these, cheap-ass $20, $30 tuners that you can buy at Guitar Center or something. I just happened to find this one the other day when I was going through organizing and finding parts through here. So, a tuner is sometimes good to use if you have a lot of ambient noise. So you're trying to tune it and you've got cars going by or wind or some other type of noise and you can't really hear it. This is where a tuner would come into play. So that can help with that.
Why don't you take some time to think about this and let us run a few more scans?
So there is that. Where did I put that Jackson? I just had a hold of that Jackson project guitar, that Telecaster. The one for these parts work. I just had it. I had a hold of it like 3 times today. And now I can't find it. Oh, I know. It's in this room has a bathroom in it. I put it in the bathroom. The bathroom is partial storage. I don't use this back bathroom, even though it is usable. I don't use it, so I kind of use it as guitar storage. I got like 40, 50, 60 guitars back there stored. Yeah.
I can't give you my word on that. Nobody knows what will happen to them in the shrine until they go in. I don't know the answers.
Excuse me. Yeah, I'm going to close this video out here in about 6 minutes. Because my back is starting to hurt and I'm getting pretty tired. Again, this is a 1978 Cortez Strat in 2-tone finish. This is not separate pieces of wood. This has just been taped off at the factory and finished, and they take the tape off. And then you get these kind of BC rich striping, if you will. That's pretty cool. So I'm pretty happy with this guitar. I've owned this guitar for quite a few years. Quite a few years. Quite a few years. So I think we'll do actually, you know what? Probably gonna do what this belongs to. The all parts Floyd Rose saddle, that Jackson Telecaster. Jackson Telecasters are fairly rare and fairly uncommon. I've owned many of them over the years, but I happened to find this one at a garage sale, and I bought it for like, I forget what I paid for it. I know it's under $50. It was more than $20, but under $50. And then I've since put a lot of parts on it and stuff because it was missing some stuff, but it's mostly original, and it's a pretty rare piece. So that's going to be a fun piece to finish. I think probably that's going to be tomorrow's project. And then we have this LTD, this Fender Mexican with a Telecaster style electronic plate, and then it's humbucker, slanted single coil, a fixed Fender style Telecaster bridge, an ESP LTD TE-202 neck, and then we have the original tuners on it. This neck was made in Vietnam, but the body was made in Mexico, and it's a translucent antique vintage yellow, kind of like a TV yellow. So I need to find a pickup and a bezel, a pickup, a pick guard, 2 knobs, a switch, what else? And that's it. And then I can finish this guitar. So yeah, I won't get a lot of money for this. It's not rare, but it's somebody will like it. I might be able to get, I don't know, depending on what pickups I put in it, $250, $300 for it. Maybe a little less than that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll just have to see how it comes out and what pickups I put in it. If I put expensive pickups in it, well, then obviously I'll get more. So yeah. Then I have to find a pick guard that's slanted. So there's that. That might be a little bit difficult. I think I have one, but I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see. We'll just see. All right.
Okay, so thank you very much for joining me for this classic guitar video and this 1978 Cortez Strat. It's a really cool guitar. I've had it for quite a few years, and I'm just doing a refresh on it. What happened was about this time last year, I took it out of the gig bag soft case to show it to somebody. When I put it back, I only zipped it up halfway, and over the months it got dusty, and so I just took it out and cleaned it up and retuned it, and that's it. So that's what we have on this 1978 Cortez. So thank you very much for joining me for this video, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.